We are a few days into Chodesh Cheshvan, the month also known as Chodesh Mar-Chesvan. And the question that's asked is, why is Cheshvan so bitter? What is so bitter about this month? And the classical answer that's given is that there are no holidays to look forward to in Chodesh Cheshvan. Now, when you think about that answer, it is kind of funny, because we have other months in the Jewish calendar that are clearly much more sad than the month of Cheshvan. Just to name two, Tamuz and Av. Tamuz, we have Shiva Asar B'Tamuz, which is the day commemorating the shattering of the Luchos, the day that we committed the Chet Egel. And Av is most noteworthy and most notorious for Tisha B'Av, the day that commemorates the Churban, and also commemorates many other tragedies, such as the Chet HaMeraglim. And you might say that, well, Chodesh Av also has Tu B'Av, which is a very happy day on the Jewish calendar. And you might also make the argument that eventually, we have a Mussar that Hashem is going to turn all of our fast days into Yomim Tovim, Hafachta Misbadi L'Macholi. But even so, these months, they revolve around sadness. Wouldn't we prefer a nice, calm, quiet month with nothing special going on, at least, that it shouldn't be sad? So what is so bitter about this quietness of Chodesh Cheshvan? I've spoken about this concept of Mar-Chesvan with friends and family, and we all came to very similar conclusions about what is so bitter about Chodesh Cheshvan. Indeed, compared to the other months, we mentioned that there is nothing particular on the calendar that we look forward to. And in a sense, we actually prefer the catharsis and inspiration that we draw from periods like Tammuz and Av. Right? Bein HaMeitzarim is a time that, even though it's sad, even though we have, 3 weeks, 9 days, obviously sad times, but they are times of marked room for spiritual growth. They are times where we focus on how we could better ourselves, how we can redevote ourselves to the Torah if the luchos were shattered, how we can redevote ourselves to Hashem and work towards building the Beis HaMikdash, working on our Ahavas Chinam so that we don't have to have another Tisha B'Av. And even though we experience pain, but in a certain sense we rather feel the pain than have no feeling at all. And Cheshvan is a time that's just a time of emptiness. We came off the high of the holidays, and then we go into a month of a drought of holidays. Not just the drought of holidays, but a drought of days of inspiration. Inspiration that we could theoretically even draw from a month like Tammuz or Av. And if all of this is true, what is our avodah during Chodesh Mar-Chesvan? What is our task? What is our responsibility in a time that's so empty? How can we sweeten and remove the bitterness of Chodesh Mar-Chesvan? And the answer, I think, is to recognize what work is cut out for us during Chodesh Mar-Chesvan. And I think Cheshvan, when you feel that bitterness of nothingness, when you feel that sense of depression that comes from not having what to look forward to, we actually experience a yearning for yearning. And that's a time where we need to create the prompt. The calendar doesn't have any prompts for us. We have to create the prompt for that inspiration. We have to create the inspiration from scratch. Work from the ground up. Indeed, the geula that we strive towards, especially during the months like Tammuz and Av, that geula is something that we're supposed to yearn for no matter what day on the calendar year it is. It could be Purim, it could be Yom Kippur, it could be Pesach, and it could be a regular day, in a regular week, in a regular month. It should not have to be that there's ever a day that we're not thinking about yearning for the geula and how to better our relationship with Hashem, how to better our avodas Hashem. Right? It should not be that, during Bein HaMeitzarim, now I'm upset, now I'm sad, now I'm broken, and I want the geula, I want the Beis HaMikdash to be rebuilt. And it should not be that, it's Yom Tov, this is a time where, Pesach, a time where we would be making, Aliyah L'Regel, to offer karbanos, and we don't, and as we say in Mussar, we're not able to offer the karbanos when we lack the Beis Hamikdash. We say al rosh simchasi, yes, and certainly when we are sad, we think of the Geula, we think of the Beis Hamikdash, we think of Hashem. But it should not matter if you are at the happiest moments of your life, or if you are at the saddest moments of your life, or if you're somewhere in between and you feel nothing at all. That is the time when you are serene, when things are quiet. That is a time to be yearning for the Geula. That is a time to be saying, what can I do to my routine to bring myself closer to Hashem? With our work cut out for us, we should create those prompts, create that inspiration, and have a sweet Chodesh Cheshvan.